into the weekend. Let's get into the tropics. We do have that one spot we've been watching, and we were saying some rain in the Caribbean expected this week. The National Hurricane Center has now highlighted this wave in the extreme southeast Caribbean Sea with a 20% chance of developing in 7 days. So once it crosses the sea, gets somewhere around Yucatan, and maybe following this familiar path we've seen a couple systems take lately into the Bay of Campeche, it'll have a chance of taking on a few tropical characteristics and maybe getting going into a little bit of organization. We will see. But it looks like the upper pattern, especially by the time it makes it over there this weekend, will feature that blocking high over our part of the Gulf Coast. So this would keep it directed out to the west and keep it far south of our part of the Gulf Coast. So it doesn't look like this will be any sort of concern with any impacts or effects for our part of the U.S., although Mexico may get even more rain like it has gotten lately. Also, something we're watching across the Atlantic basin right now is Saharan dust. And this is being blown out, of course, from the Sahara Desert in Africa out over the Atlantic Ocean, and the winds transporting it are called African easterly jets. Takes it out over the ocean. You can see it swirling up here, big batches of it moving out across the ocean and getting all the way to the western side. Speaking about Saharan dust, a few more facts about it. It's when low-level weather systems swirl and loft that dust from the Sahara into the air, and it can be a really big layer, about 2.5 miles thick. It's warm, it's dry, there are strong winds transporting it, and so all those things are almost opposite of what you need for a hurricane to form. So it suppresses hurricane formation, peaks in late June into July, and can last into early August. A new batch comes off the coast of Africa roughly every 3 to 4 days, and it tends to cross the Atlantic in about a week, and it can show up anywhere from New England to South America. It can even go north sometimes and invade parts of Europe. And remember, a couple of years ago in 2020, we had an especially big plume of that moving in, and it was even showing up on the top of cars and things like that. For us, really, it just cuts down on that hurricane formation. So our really Atlantic basin forecast is looking quiet, mostly for the next week plus.